Good evening and welcome to the final Hoops Friday night of the season. Alongside Tyler Segerman, I'm Jason Geiser, and we begin this evening with the district finals in Division 4.
364 days ago was Columbus Grove emerging from the Elida bracket. On their way to the state finals, the Bulldogs beat PCL foe Ottawaville in that district championship game.
Those same teams meet on that same court again tonight. Grove also won the regular season matchup in Ottawaville this season, but that was all the way back on December 3rd. These are two very different teams. Second quarter, Will Miller forces the Bulldog turnover, heads up court, and dishes to Carter Horseman for the layup. Ottawaville takes an 18-6 lead. Grove's cold on offense, so Braden Bellman gets defensive, swatting that shot, but the Green keep coming right at him. Michael Turnwald driving, stopping on a dime. His man flies past and he drops it home. It's 25-7 Ottawaville. Now it's Michael Steffen hauling in the pass and letting fly from range. The Big Green's big lead grows to 21 points. We haven't even seen star guard Will Miller yet. There he is, up and under. Ottawaville leads 30-11 at the half. Third quarter, Grove has to get something going. Trey Sauter, step back three. It's an 18-point game. Sauter scores 19. Ottawaville answers. Turnwald right to the rack for the layup. The Big Green lead 36-16. Grove does threaten a bit. Here's Zach Reynolds, cans the triple try from right in front of us. It's a 14-point game, and now they give it to Bellman at the 10. The senior pulls the Dogs within 10, but Ottawaville doesn't flinch. Miller all the way to the hoop. He scores the game-high 21, and the Big Green win the district crown 64-45.
The credit goes to those guys because they came out ready to go, and I tried my best and we tried our best to get the ball to our shooters, and they capitalized when we needed them most. When I'm down, they try to pick me up. When they're down, I'll try to pick them up, and I knew they were hot, so I was just trying to get them the ball, and it turned out great for us.
They're a good basketball team and a really good program, and Coach does a great job with them. I think we got off to such a great start, and when they started missing shots, we got more and more locked in, and from there, it just kind of went from there.
Tuesday's regional semifinals in Bowling Green with a 6 p.m. game against undefeated co-Division 4 poll champ Tiffin Calvert.
The Wapakoneta District Championship game also features a rematch. Spencerville and Marion Local needed overtime to decide a winner in their first meeting. Bearcats came out on top, but the Flyers haven't lost since, riding a 9-game win streak. It's our Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game.
This Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
Spencerville has only advanced to regionals once ever, and that was the 1987 team, which this team just surpassed for most wins in a season with 21. Marion Local, on the other hand, seeking their first district title since 2018. Bearcats down 2 in the second quarter. Josh Henline stopping and pulling back and throws up a jumper that eventually will rattle in, evening the game up at 11. Under a minute to go before half, Tate Hess finds Jack Kanapke down low, and the sophomore with the and one. He'd complete the three-point play to give the Flyers a 19-14 lead at the break. Second half, they'd turn on the Jets. Hess kicking out for Jaden Mesher, who spots his target and hits from 3. Advantage grows to 8. Later, they feed Kanapke once more, and he makes quick work in the paint. Flyers start the third quarter on a 7-0 run, but they're not done. Brady RONNEBAUM forcing the ball free. Peyton Audie corrals it and finishes at the other end. Marion Local holds Spencerville scoreless in the first 5.5 minutes of the third to go up 14. Fourth quarter, Bearcats trying to mount a comeback. Their senior not going away quietly. Henline leads his team with a dozen. Then he hands off to Evan Osteen in the corner. He's got a tray in mind. That falls through to pull the game within 16, but too little too late. RONNEBAUM goes no look to Kanapke, who ends up with a game high 17. Marion Local is regional bound as they win 49-31.
I felt like we prepared really well for this team. You know, Coach had it scouted out pretty well and told us if we want to come out of here, we got to rebound really well because they go after the boards really hard. So I thought Jack had a couple of huge rebounds for us tonight, and we just overall got it done as a team.
I'll tell you what, it's just a tremendous feeling to get out of this district. Every year it's difficult, but this year was especially difficult to get out of here. So anytime you can win a district, that's really the chief goal every year, and now it's kind of gravy. You know, what can we do at the regional level? But we're thrilled to get out of here.
Next up for the Flyers, a regional date against the Defiance District champ. GMC foes Ayersville and Antwerp squared off for the right to earn that distinction tonight. The Archers beat the Pilots by 14 at home 6 weeks ago. First quarter, Jagger Landers puts up the 3-ball. 23 for the future Findlay Oiler tonight. Antwerp's up 3. Up 9 later until Ike Iden passes to Brady Clark, who connects on the deep 2. And now it's Isaac Myler to Jacob Trevino for 3. Just like that, Ayersville's back within a deuce, but it doesn't last. Luke Krause turning and hitting. Antwerp wins 55-38. They'll face Marion Local in the BGSU Regionals next Tuesday at 8. There are 5 more district finals tomorrow. Division I at Millbury Lake, 22-2 Lima Senior rides an 11-game win streak into a 2 p.m. game against 20-3 Perrysburg. The Division II district final is at Ohio Northern at 7 p.m. St. Mary's has won 11 of their last 12. They also play a Northern Lakes League squad in the form of 15-10 Napoleon. Division III at Lima Senior, 21-2 Ottawa-Glandorf has a 2 p.m. date with 22-2 Wayne Trace. It's the 3rd straight year these teams have met in this game. OG won the last 2 by an average of 28.5 points per. The Southwest District Finals are in Cincinnati tomorrow. 22-1 Versailles takes on Georgetown at noon at UC. Right after that at 2 p.m. Indian Lake looks for revenge against the Taft team that beat them in this game a year ago.
The girls of Ottawa-Glandorf sit 1 win away from back-to-back trips to state. Lady Titans battling Worthington Christian in Lexington tonight for the Division III regional final. Third quarter, it's Emma Brakeman hitting Katie Kaufman underneath. She drops it in for Cole OG within 28-22. Then it's Micah Aldrich connecting with Kaufman for 2 more and close. The Lady Titans have cut the deficit to 4. Now it's Aldrich swooping in for the rebound and the putback. It's a 32-26 ball game, down by 8 a bit later. Katie Kaufman to her sister Erin, who lays it in. The Titans get back within half dozen. Then Aldrich dishes to Caitlin Kimmett behind the 3-point arc, and the long ball falls. Suddenly it's a 2-point game. And here Lily Hazelman gives the Kaufman once more. Ottawa-Glandorf battles back to tie it up at 35. Final 30 seconds. Kimmett cues up another 3-ball from right in front of us. The Titans take the lead 38-35, but this one would head to overtime. In the extra period, Erin Kaufman drives for the basket and the Band-Aid. 23 points for her, but OG falls short 46-43 in OT.
I thought we played, every game at tournament we got better. Unfortunately, I thought we could get better. I thought if we got down to state, we could still play a better game. But, we had a little trouble there with some offense there for a while. That's young girls that aren't really accustomed to playing in a big game like this. But the effort, you can't fault the effort. And that's the thing I'll take away is the girls gave everything they had.
There's just one more local team still fighting their way towards state. New Knoxville plays in the regional finals tomorrow night in Elida against Toledo Christian at 7 p.m.
We need to take our first break here on Hoops Friday night. When we come back, more postseason play from the bowling alley, the hockey rink, and the wrestling mats. Stick around.
Hoops Friday Night is brought to you by Union Bank. Now with everyday rewards checking, free online banking and bill pay, refunds on ATM charges, and more.
Welcome back. Since winning the very first OHSAA-sanctioned boys bowling championship in 2007, Coldwater has run their title total to a record 4 gold trophies. This year's Division II boys state tournament began this morning at Wayne Webb's Columbus Bowl. Peyton Thomas from St. Henry's in the capital city as an individual qualifier. He rolls the strike. The St. Henry senior puts together a 571 series in his second trip to state. Kenton Jr. Devin Hastings is also in Columbus as an individual. He too knocks down all 10 while the camera's rolling. A 511 series for the young Wildcat. Versailles takes the whole team to state. This is Landon Henry clearing the deck for the Tigers. He rolls a 589 series. Versailles earns the 4 seed in the final bracket but falls in the quarterfinals. Coldwater's the number 1 seed. Here Nathan Snook rolls the strike. He finishes second as an individual, totaling a 662. He's first team All-Ohio. Teammate Carter Berkey is honorable mention All-State with a 609 series. The Cavs finish as state runners-up to Mechanicsburg. At the Division I boys district today in Port Clinton, only 1 team and 1 individual advanced to state. Salina takes second with St. Mary's third and Wapakoneta fifth. Redskins freshman Eli Van Meter finished third overall as an individual.
Findlay hockey playing in their regional finals. INA State berth for the first time in 20 years, taking on top-seeded St. Francis. It's scoreless in the second period. Findlay on a power play, but the pass gets intercepted by Will Scherer. He'll skate into the zone and looks for help, but a man down, he'll decide to rip it himself. Shot gets turned away, but Gordy Hunt staring at an open net. and puts it into the Finney State champs go up 1-0. It remains that way in the third. Trojans empty their net. Nate Regal, last line of defense, and keeps it out with his body, but Finley couldn't find the equalizer as they fall 1-0.
Spots at the state wrestling tournament will be earned this weekend. The Division II district tourney gets underway tonight in Norwalk. Opening round, Tyler Heisey from St. Mary's gets the pin in 1 minute and 19 seconds. A pair of wins has Heisey in the 113-pound semifinals tomorrow. Both of his brothers will join him. Here's twin bro Trevor with a 78-second pin in the 120-pound class. Trevor, Tyler, and Tate are all semifinal bound. 132 pounds, it's Landon Engel from Salina pinning his man in 5 minutes, 24 seconds. He's also into Saturday's semis. In the 150-pound class, Wapakoneta's Corbin Mitchell gets the pinfall in 1 minute, 52 seconds. However, a quarterfinal loss has him in the consolation bracket tomorrow. 165, Garrett Donovan of St. Mary's wins his opening round via pinfall in 1 minute 11. That's his 100th career victory. He, too, will wrestle through the consolation bracket on Saturday. And finally, here's teammate Carter Sharp at 215 pounds. That's a 1 minute, 38-second pinfall. This is another Rough Rider that will try to make it to state through the consolation bracket tomorrow.
There's a Division III wrestling district tournament getting underway this afternoon in Troy. At 120 pounds, LCC senior Gavin Caprilla racking up 2 points. The T-Bird wins his first round match by major decision, 10-2. He wins twice today to reach tomorrow's semifinals. Spencerville's Carter Miller needs just 73 seconds to earn the pinfall in the 126-pound class. He drops his quarterfinal and will wrestle through the consolation bracket tomorrow. Up to 150, Cade Wireman from Allen East scores the takedown. He wins 9-3 and makes it through to Saturday's semis. At 157, Columbus Grove's Landon Schrader earns the third period pin. However, he drops his second match to fall into the consolation bracket. 165 pounds, Chase Miller from Allen East makes a quick work for a 45-second pin. A pair of pins today have him in the semis. 175 pounds now, Mason Vonderwall of St. John's with the pinfall for his 150th career win. Number 151 followed, pushing him into the semis. And at 215, it's Grove's A.J. Schaefer putting his opponent on his back in 1 minute and 5 seconds. The junior also wins twice today to reach tomorrow's semifinals.
We need to take our second and final break here on Hoops Friday night. We'll head back to the hard court on the other side, checking on the University of Findlay Hoops teams and their league semifinals and much more.
Hoops Friday Night is brought to you by Rabel's Auto Service in St. Mary's, where we'll fix the problem the first time, not cause more.
Welcome back. At Columbus Grove today, another local athlete answers the call to play Division I sports at the college level. Reese Verhoff signs his letter of intent to play football at Marshall. The three-time All-Ohio kicker broke the school record with a 52-yard field goal this fall and went 11 for 11 from inside that distance this year. Verhoff only missed 11 extra points in 208 tries over his entire career. He achieved excellence in a discipline that few from our area embrace.
My goal was always to go Division I and play sports, and I never knew what sport was going to be at first. When I was a little kid, I loved soccer, so soccer was always going to be like, oh, I want to go soccer for Division I. But when I moved to Grove, we didn't really have any soccer, but when I started kicking, that's where I really found my passion, and just going Division I now is really exciting.
Verhoff plans to major in elementary education and focus on special needs. He's already involved in a special needs class at Grove and shared his big moment with some of those youngsters today.
I chose that path because ever since I started helping kids also trying to kick too and teach and kick, I was like, oh, I really like this, and seeing kids be really happy and making them feel excited to be around you while you're helping them at the same time.
College basketball tonight, the Findlay men's team loses their GMAC semifinal game at top-seeded Walsh, 63-59. The Lady Oilers also lose by 4 to the number 1 seed, 71-67 at Ashland. Ottoville grad Bridget Landon scored a career-high 28 in the loss.
That's how we wrap up our season here on Hoops Friday Night. Thank you for watching all year, dating back to last August. And thanks to everyone here who helps us put the show on the air each and every week.
Absolutely. We'll still have you covered the rest of this winter sports postseason, and then see you back on this set on August 19th for the first Football Friday night of 2022. Have a great night, everyone.